Hi everyone, Lisdalia here, aka the Queen of Hearts. Welcome to my channel, especially those of you who are new. Today we are checking out the Acolyte episode 3. So, I'm struggling when it comes to this series, and it's mainly due to pacing, both the episode as a whole as well as the dialogue. I'm finding the character of Sol, the way that he delivers his lines, is very slow, it's very methodical, there's a very particular pacing to his line delivery, and I am really struggling with it. I'm loving his Padawan because the way that she delivers her lines, it's a little bit more energetic. There's a little bit more like oomph to it. And even the Yord character, while I feel like he's certainly going to get on my nerves as the series goes on, the way that he delivers his lines is still got that slow, methodical beat to it, but it's also got a little bit more personality to the way that he's delivering his lines, which I am responding to, even though his character as a whole is kind of grating. But overall, I'm finding the episodes to be a little bit out of balance in terms of the action moments and all these long, lengthy dialogue moments. I'm not quite sure how they need to adjust things in order to feel like the balance is better. But I definitely feel like how they're doing things at the moment is just not working for me personally. I know that it's a very particular style and they're doing a very particular look that they're going for with this show. But I'm just not really vibing with it at the moment. I'm interested to see a Wookiee Jedi. We got introduced to that character at the end of the last episode. I've never heard of a Wookiee Jedi before. Don't know why that's never come up before, at least, you know, from the stuff that I've seen. So I'm kind of excited and intrigued to learn about this particular character. So yeah, we're just gonna dive into it and we're gonna see if they can win me over. But before we do so, please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Let me know that you want me to keep persevering and check out all the episodes of this series. While you're down there, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. We're building our way towards 500 subscribers, and it would really help the channel out a lot if you would, you know, hit that little button while you're down there. And also hit the notification bell. Make sure you select the all options so that way you don't miss out on any of my future reactions. And if you're interested in a full-length reaction, I do offer those over on my Patreon. They're all in a watch-along style format, so you do need your own copy in order to follow along. But if that is something that interests you, the link will be in the description below. So, without any further ado, let's dive into it. Let's bring up the heart rate monitor. For anybody who is new to my channel, I use a heart rate monitor, and that way you guys get to see what moments get my heart pumping. Let's bring up the show.
Her name is May.
You look exactly like her.
Now that I'm seeing that out of context, it looks a little creepy how he said that then, not gonna lie.
Go investigate.
A little creepy.
Oh, she...
I wonder if she never actually killed them. But she got blamed for it. Brindok. 16 years earlier. Okay, so we're gonna find out that she never actually killed them. Why? Are you gonna kill it? Because that's a little dark. What? Okay, so
May. Stop! Why do you always have to do things like that?
You did it yourself like less than 30 seconds ago.
Walls.
The rules are for your safety. Now, come with me. Quickly.
Being... Okay, Jedi. Following them back.
My
That's wicked
sweet
cool.
girls must have sweet treats. Don't you think so, Coral?
They were doing something wrong. And they're getting stuff anyway. So much for there being consequences.
Osha is testing her boundaries. It's normal behavior for a child.
Need a balance
Please.
between the two of them.
Are not normal children.
Okay. So, is it just that they're force
All living
users,
things
or
are
is there something
connected.
else?
Girls.
Really?
Let go of me! You let go of me!
Your enemies will not warn you before they attack. Block me.
Alright. So May automatically went for defense.
Excellent.
And Osha immediately
Osha!
hid behind the shield.
I expect more from you.
Interesting. So how has it gone from she doesn't want to do anything to suddenly getting blamed for killing everybody? It seems very sus.
I don't want to do the Ascension. But that's how we become witches.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to be a witch. Of course you want that. No, you want that.
Girls.
I appreciate this other perspective and this other look on the use of the Force. Like that they see themselves as witches, not like Jedi. I like
This
it.
is your sister. You and your sister are special, Osha. I want you to stay special.
Interesting. So far I'm finding this episode more intriguing than the other two. I'm enjoying it more.
Ice cream
The pacing is better.
because I don't want to do everything together all the time. But why? Because we're not the same. Of course we are. No, it feels that way because we're the only children here.
Oh.
Don't you wonder what could be out there? No. Why not? Everything I need is here.
Very interesting. See, I don't mind this sort of dialogue. Even though there's a lot of dialogue going on, the pacing feels far better. And it's certainly more interesting. I still love that woman's entire look. I love all of it. Are they gonna throw them in the hole? Are they gonna throw them into the hole and they're expected to use the Force to stop themselves from dying? Is that why Osha's like, I don't want to do this? And she's scared, and May's just like, I got this. Because so far she's exhibited far more skill when it comes to the Force. And I can understand why Osha would be like, eh.
Come. Claim your destiny.
But the idea is meant to be like they work together to prevent them from hitting the ground.
Good evening. I am Master Indara, and these
Oh,
are my
Carrie Ann's
colleagues.
back.
If you want your Padawan returned to his right mind, I suggest you all leave.
Now.
I don't know what the heck she just did.
I did not bring the girls into this world so we could lose them to a bunch of deranged monks.
It is not your decision. It is mine. And I've made it. I created them.
And what happens if the Jedi discover how you created them?
This test has two outcomes: a pass or a fail. If we want them to stay,
They need to fail.
The Jedi are bad. The Jedi are good.
This isn't about good or bad. This is about power and who is allowed to use. Right now, you want to be a Jedi. But as you grow, what you want, it changes, it shifts. Like the seasons. In winter, we hunt with bunta. In summer, with bows and arrows.
But we still hunt. That doesn't change.
That is true. I'm so confused about how things change from where we are now to where we've been in the first two episodes.
Hey, I don't want to lie. I want to say what's in my heart. You have to lie.
May! You will go first!
Promise me. Fine. I promise.
How has she gone from this to... That was quick.
We're ready for you.
In this test, you must divine what images appear on the testing screen. Tell us what you see.
A spaceship.
Correct. How about this next one?
A mountain.
Correct.
That wasn't a
Mm-hmm.
Did someone tell you to fail this test?
Your family doesn't want to be separated from you.
What do you want, Osha?
Yeah, it seems like they've never asked her or care what she wants.
I was different from my family. The Jedi saw how special I was, and I can see that in you, Osha. But you must have the courage to say what you want.
I want to be a Jedi.
Okay. Wait. Oh my god, my brain. I just realized I've been mixing up the girls the entire time.
I want my own life. I don't want to share it with May. I want to see the galaxy.
Okay. Now this makes way more
I don't want
sense.
to be a witch. What's wrong with you?
The aggression and everything makes way more sense. I understand it now. I was mixing them all up the entire episode.
I want to be a Jedi, Mama. I do.
I must discuss the situation with everyone here.
This episode is making way more sense now that I've realized I was mixing them up. Oh my god.
I won't let you leave. You can't go. We're stuck here now. It's not up to you. You can't stop me. Yes, I can. How? I'll kill you.
I mean, if she's dead, she's still not gonna be with you anymore.
No, I won't let it happen. May, please! Mama! Help me!
That lit up so fast. It is all stone and metal. How the frick did it light up like that? If there was like a lot of wood and stuff, I get it, but it is stone and metal. How the frick? Why is the floor on fire? It is stone. It is a stone floor. If this was a wood shack, sure. I get it. Why is the stone on fire? It was like the fire in the first episode on the ship in space. There's no oxygen in space. How the frick was there a fire on the outside of the ship? And now we've got stone and metal on frickin' fire like that.
Where's Mama? Mama's dead. What have you done? What have you done? What have you done?
I don't understand the logic. And I get May's like become a... Did she just murder them all? Or did the Jedis do that? Or did they do that to themselves? Everything about this seems so sus. I am so sus of everything. Of that whole end sequence. That doesn't... Nah. We're gonna get another flashback from May's perspective later on, and it will show that, like, the Jedi butchered them all or some shit.
What happened?
May started a fire.
So that bit we know is true, because we saw her do that.
Destroyed everything. You'll be safe on Coruscant. If you wish, your train as my Padawan.
Okay, I feel I have a theory as to what actually happened, but I'll wait till the end.
You will never feel like this again.
I mean,
promise.
that obviously didn't happen because she feels sad all the time. Alright. So, my theory. Because that whole end sequence just feels really suspect to me. So, first of all, what the fuck with the fire? I said it during the episode, but like, stone and metal don't catch on fire like that. I don't care if it's some sort of magical... No, it's fire. Unless it's like a paper mache look of fire to make it look like stone, but it's not actually stone. Calling bullshit on that, Star Wars. But my theory about how the whole end sequence. So given what we saw of the women earlier, I full on believe that we would have an instance where the Jedi have come back to collect Osha. But I can also see that those women were like, heck no, she is staying, we're not letting her go, and that they would put up a fight about it. But I can also see that the ones who would put up a fight, that there could be two options that would happen. One, they would put up a fight against the Jedi, so they would attack first, and then the Jedi would defend themselves and end up slaughtering the lot of them. And two, we could have a scenario where they go against each other. The one who was all for her and supporting her decision and like, she is choosing this life and I will tell them of your wishes. And she was all like, let her choose. I can see her standing up to the rest of the coven and being like, this is what she wants. We're going to respect her wishes. And the other one to be like, heck no, she won't go. And then a fight brewing between the two of them, the Jedi showing up, seeing that there's a fight going on, and so then the Jedi get involved, and it's the one who's like, yes, it's okay, gets killed in the process, going up against the other ones, and then the Jedi end up slaughtering all of them because, like, I can see that sort of fight sequence going on. That she stands up to the other ones, and so that's how she ends up dying, and then they stand up against the Jedi and the Jedi overpower them, and that's how they all die. That's my theory. And that when we eventually get back to May and see this whole sequence from her perspective, that is what we will end up, that she will witness that in some way, and that's why she's now so anti-Jedi, because even though she didn't want her sister to go and she was trying to prevent that from happening, she has witnessed them killing the rest of her family, or like is her family. That's where I'm leaning towards at the moment. She's going to blame them for the death of the rest of the coven, and we won't find that out until we have another like head to head with the two sisters, and then we get a flashback of everything that she saw after she left the room and lit a stone wall on fire. That's my theory. I want to know what your theory is. Let me know in the comments down below what you think your theory is. I'm really intrigued by what ideas you come up with. That's my idea. I'm sticking to it. Gonna wait and see how it goes throughout the rest of the season. I gotta say, I liked this episode far more than the first two. The flow and the dialogue was way better. Even though there was still a lot of dialogue in this episode, like were in the previous two, it was the delivery. The way it was said there was more dynamic pacing, and there was more passion behind the words, and I just enjoyed it way better. The whole thing with the coven and all of the interactions between the two of them, the different motivations between them all of that was top notch. I really enjoyed it. This definitely has brought me on board way more than the other two episodes. Really, really thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope the rest of the season is more like this. and how we had this episode versus the previous two, because honestly they didn't hook me. This episode did. Looking forward to hopefully having more like this. Give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed the episode as much as I did. Hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that notification bell and hit the all so that we don't miss out on any future videos. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Much love to you all, and I will see you next time. Bye.